Hello, everyone. I got a great show for you this evening. Today we're going to be talking about princess treatment. Grown men expecting princess treatment from women. Now, I've kind of watched some videos on this, like some what other people thought about it or whatever. I don't think it's quite clear, for me at least, what people, if people even have it really defined, even what that really means. Some people I was hearing some exaggerated things that like, oh well, men expect this and that, or men want this and that, and I know it's meant to be funny, and so forth, right? You know, like giving men flowers and opening their car door for them and stuff, just stuff like that. But I don't think that's really the issue. I don't think that men really want princess treatment exactly. I think that men, at least the ones you want, are moving more and more towards less and less effort when it comes to dating. Just less effort in general. And some people say, well, some people think incorrectly, they think that it's, well, because women's standards are so high and it's so much work, and so there's just not going to do so much or whatever. I don't think that's the case. I think that it's more along the lines of the men that you want, the ones with lots of options, just don't want to feel like they have to do as much for you. And that's it. That's literally, it's just laziness. It's like trying to absolve themselves from responsibility. But let's first define really what it is, because it's not about men wanting flowers and stuff. That's not what it is. Well, here's an example of princess treatment, just so we're clear. Princess treatment, in my eyes, is things like this. Hey, do you want to go to a movie tonight? And then you get to the movie theater, and then he buys the tickets. He invites you to the movie theater. You guys get there, and you guys walk up to the concession stand, and then he goes, well, since I got the tickets, do you want to get the popcorn? That's princess treatment. That's what I think princess treatment is. I don't think that he wants you to buy him flowers. I think another example would be, here's another one. Well, Valentine's Day shouldn't just be for women. Since when is it just for women? That's princess treatment. Do you guys understand? It's not that they want and there's an extreme case. I've never seen this happen before. I don't exactly believe it, but I have heard this through the grapevine, where you walk into an establishment, and then the man stops before the door, and the woman opens the door for him, and he goes in. I don't fucking see that happen in real life, but maybe I just live in a different world. Maybe you guys can clue me in on this one. But that would be princess treatment for a man, okay? And then not bearing responsibility to initiate contact and or having a plan for any sort of date or rendezvous. A WID text at 11 p.m. is not a date. It just isn't. And some of y'all, you guys seen each other for a while. Maybe, it's convenient for you to just pop over, whatever. That's fine. But on a first date, you know what I'm saying? It's just not worth it. So, princess treatment, I think, if they're expecting, it's how you start this whole thing with relationships. As a woman, you decide how you're going to be treated by what you enable, what you allow to have happen to you. And how they treat you from the beginning is the starting point for how they're going to treat you for the rest of the relationship, and it gets worse. It doesn't get better. It's not like they were bad at the beginning and then over time did they get better. It's always, if they're bad, they get worse. If they're good, they become okay and then bad. It's a sort of a decline over time until there's a settlement that happens. Do you guys understand? And if there's not any enthusiasm from the beginning, what in God's name do you think there's going to be enthusiasm in the middle or the end? Do you guys understand? So, if you allow yourself to be treated that way, it's just going to get worse. fine. So, when women are saying men want princess treatment, they simply mean they mean that men are unwilling to establish the first point of contact. They're also unwilling. They're saying that men are also unwilling and unable or unwilling to set up a proper date and have a proper courtship. All right. And some guys can get away with that. You're in the NFL or something. You're D1 athlete. You know, the girls kind of want you. And so, yeah, come over to the dorm or whatever, and girls definitely will. I mean, come on, let's face it. All right? But just saying that if you allow them to treat you that way, that D1 athlete is not going to just suddenly start taking you on magnificent dates in 6 months. Do you understand? Do you guys get it? It's not like if you just go over to his dorm room or whatever. He's just, in 6 months' time, is going to start taking you out to fine dining. It's not going to happen. You're just going to be coming over, and that's fine. I get it. Y'all, you know, y'all do it, birds do it, bees do it, and come over for a little Bible study or whatever. All right, I get that. You got a life to live too. But just don't expect for everything to change down the line, because it's not going to. So, in my opinion, if men are unwilling, here's the other thing. Men want to invest in women too. That's the other part. Like if they really like you, if a man really likes you, he wants to invest in you. If he doesn't like you, he doesn't want to invest. He'll take convenience. A man will take convenience, but if he likes you, he wants to invest in you. Men have a direct association with like how much they're investing in money and time. But money a lot too, more specifically money. Men think in those terms. They think in terms of quantifying, like how much did I spend on that necklace? How much on all that jewelry? How much on that? They think about those. I think about those things all the time. It's like a matter of principle, because I also know what it took to get that. So when I'm spending on a woman, I'm investing in her straight up. And that includes dinners, travel, vacation, jewelry, clothes, rent, you name it. You name it. And men, successful men at least, I think all men, and it's just a matter of circumstance, but all men want to have a woman to dote on. Straight up, they want a woman they can just, this is my woman, this is my girlfriend or my wife or whatever, and I want to spoil. And if they don't have the means to, then those are the ones that say, I don't want to, I shouldn't have to. But they're not mad at women for that. They're mad at themselves. They're just putting it on women because they're like causing the stress for themselves. I can't spoil my girl, and that makes me feel inadequate. So therefore, I'm frustrated, and I take it out on you. That's what broke men are like. They're just taking out their own self-inadequacies and projecting that shit on you. That's it. That's why they're upset. That's why they think they shouldn't have to. That's why they're not paying for your nails or whatever. But a successful man that makes money wants to. They want to. It's dope as a man to be like, yeah, girl, get your nails done. Boom, boom, boom. Get your extensions or get your hair done. Whatever. I want to. I want to like select the dress for us to go out tonight. But if you don't have the means to do that, that's very frustrating. But you're frustrated at yourself, not the woman. You see what I'm saying? And they just take it out on you. That's it. That's the end of it. Successful men want to dote on their women. Straight up they do. They want to give them gifts. They want to take them on vacation. They want to pay for things as cute, kind gestures. They want to. The only men that complain about this stuff are the men that don't have the means to do so. And in my opinion, shouldn't be dating until they do. That's That's just good advice across the board. Get your money up first so that you're dating fairly. You know, you're not just getting what you can get. You're selecting a good partner for yourself as a man. That's a good deal for you. Get your money right first before you trick some poor unfortunate soul to suffer in misery with you. Anyways, at the end of the day, the signs are there. If the man is willing to spend on you, if he's willing to, pay for this, or especially trivial things, nails, eyebrows, fucking foot massages, whatever. It's just like, yeah, go get it, girl. Have a fun day today at the spa. Like, I got you. If they don't volunteer that and want to do that, they're just not financially in a place to do that yet, and that's the sign. If they feel like they shouldn't have to, or why you are so bothered, like, why are you asking me for that kind of stuff? Then they're financially not there yet, and they're going to take that frustration out, ma'am, on you. And what are you supposed to do? Reward them for that? Great, let's have sex. And is that where that goes? Where you're supposed to just, okay, no problem then. Y'all can choose who you date just the same. Y'all got a choice too. You have to be a prisoner in this situation. To be a mutual benefit. Like, wait a second, who's paying for my nails again? How do you expect me to come over here with enthusiasm? You know what I'm saying? Mute my damn phone. Not everyone is rich, though. That's right. Not everyone is rich. And I don't expect everybody to be rich, because that's unfair. All right? But I do expect men to prioritize. I think that men should focus on themselves and becoming successful in their own right in a way that they have enough, not only for themselves, but then they can then take care of the people around them. That specifically includes your wife, children, whatever. Girlfriends that you date seriously, whatever. You should have enough for yourself and then extra. Not saying you need to be rich, but you need to be able to have enough, straight up. And if you don't have enough yet, you shouldn't be dating yet. Priorities. What about rich and stingy? Okay, here's the thing about rich and stingy. If you're a stingy man, that shit is deep in your blood and bones. It's in your family. You got that stuff from your parents, and they got that from their parents. And it's some post-World War II indoctrination where it was important to ration or whatever. And I'm gonna tell you right now, sis, let me tell you, if he's stingy, out after the courtship, after the financially responsible courtship, you won't squeeze one red cent out of that man. Everything will be budget, everything. For the rest of your life, and it gets worse and worse. Your vacation, you're the family that goes to Disney World and then stays at the Motel 6 across the freeway. Eating those cardboard bagels before you get over there. That's what it would be like for you. You like eating cardboard bagels at the Motel 6 across the freeway? Because that's what your life's going to be. Every other year. On a 20% discount because their family friend works in the corporate offices. That's how your vacations are going to go. Do you want that? That's how it's going to go. So if you're dating whether he's rich or poor, stingy is stingy, and that shit's forever. Stingy is forever. And then you know what else? Then you're going to have kids with that person, and then they're going to grow up stingy, and they're going to and they're gonna make some other poor unfortunate soul a victim as well. And you could have stopped that shit. You could have kept that from happening. Like a Marvel movie. You could have prevented this timeline. Why are you doing this to others? All right? You're gonna it's one thing if it's your family, but now there's victims everywhere. You want this? You want that on your conscience? You're gonna have to go before the Lord one day, and you got some explaining to do. All I'm saying is, this guy's if this guy's stingy, he's not gonna then become generous later. That never happens. It's never in the history of ever. Let me turn some lights on here. It's getting dark in here. A little too dark. Never in the history of ever does a stingy man suddenly become generous 2 years or 5 years down the line. Ha! Get real. Y'all not getting pampers, you're getting pimpers. You're getting little pimps. You're getting off-brand formula. Made from non-dairy products, the Splenda. Do you want that for your children? We don't even know what Splenda's doing to us. That shit's just sliding right through our system. We have no idea what's happening. You want your babies eating that in your off-brand formula? I don't. Why should you? Hello, everyone. So I messed up. Yeah, sounds like it. Sorry to tell you. Hello. Let's see here. What are your thoughts until waiting? What are your thoughts until waiting till marriage? Okay, listen. If it's a religious thing that you're waiting to marriage, fine. You know, you got your responsibility before your God or whatever it is. Fine. Nothing I can say or do to change that. And you should bear that responsibility and live the life and inside of your religion to your best ability, and find peace in that. Whatever. But for the rest of us, here's what I think. If you're waiting till marriage, what happens on the wedding night and you find out they got a micro? What happens on the wedding night and it turns out she grunts like a boar or whatever? You gotta live with that forever now? Like you didn't test it out? I'm not even a test drive once just to see. What if it's not an innie, it's an outie? Or something weird like that. You want that? You don't even know what you're getting into. What if he makes weird animal noises for real? Can't help it, just natural. Like honks like a walrus. What if you get that? Is that what you're now committed to for the rest of your life? What a disappointment that would be. God! He's honking in the bedroom. Do you want that? It just sounds like oopsie daisy. Can I do a redo on the last 4 fucking years before I commit my entire life to this? I should have checked. I should have listened. Can I just get a peek behind the curtain for a second? Because my life is now this now. Fuck. What was I thinking? You guys see what I'm saying? There's no way this doesn't result in an affair anyway. So all that chastity you were saving up, you're just going to end up having an affair with the pool boy or something else because he honks in the bedroom. All right? You should have checked first. All right? I'm not saying if it's a religious thing, fine, but for the rest of us, you should check first, or else it's just going to be a problem anyways. You guys see? Try before you buy. And that goes for both of y'all. I don't care who it is. You never know. You just never know. There's all kinds of shapes and sizes to folks, and I mean that in the very literal sense. And if you don't know what's under the hood, ma'am, you might be in for a sore and sad disappointment. It's like winning the lottery. You didn't even have to do that. Why even play scratchers with marriage? Just know what you're getting into. You got another 40 years of this shit. You might as well fucking know if you like it or not. I think that's just good advice across the board. You gotta know what you're getting. You gotta know what you're signing up for. Try before you buy. That's right. You gotta know what you're getting into. I want a rich walrus. You might get one. You might get one. He might get you a rich honking man yet. What's the least a man should do for me on Valentine's Day? At least dinner. At the very least dinner, my God. Can't get you dinner? Can't get you an extra plate or whatever? Your lingerie set probably costs more than dinner. That he won't even appreciate and have you take it off in 1.5 seconds. He didn't even look. Why even get it? You might as well just use last year's Valentine's Day set. He didn't even know. Even if it was with somebody else. He don't have to know. It's new to him. New to him is new. He's going to have you take it off too fast anyways. At least he could buy you an extra plate, a glass of wine at least. You have lovely teeth. Thank you. You can't have them though. But I'll appreciate the compliment. Bare minimum, that's right. Bare minimum. Seems only fair. Okay. How long should you wait to date? How long should you date after a 2-year relationship has ended? Nurse injector Meg. Listen here, Meg. The fastest way to get over somebody is to get under somebody else. Especially if they're better in bed. Because you go over there for Bible study and he just rocks your world. You're going to be like, who's my ex? John who? What was that guy's name again? You'll be dickmatized. Dick sand. You'll be deep in dick sand. You won't even be able to think about your ex. Just get out there, sis. Don't sit at home and ponder about it. Hit the pavement. Get out there, put yourself out there, get a light beat and a high skirt, and get out there. Some dry shampoo, get out there. John who? I don't even know him. I was ghosted by a broke man. Sounds like he did you a favor. You're welcome. You should send him a thank you card. With no return address. Oh man. Are you on IG too? Yes. Hello, everybody. Send him a thank you card. If a ghost man if a ghost man blah, blah, blah. I can speak. Jesus. If a ghost, oh my God, if a broke man ghosts you, you should send him a thank you card. Thank you so much. You just saved my life. I could have had 35 more years dedicated to poverty, but you just saved me. Like, they should have scholarships for that shit. You get what I'm saying? He just saved you for real. It's like a fireman. Pulled you out of a burning building. You owe him your life. Now you get a whole do-over. It's like a resurrection. So get out there, Lazarus, and replace him. All right? Let's see. No plan from the boyfriend tomorrow for Valentine's Day. He's telling me to have a plan. You don't have a boyfriend. Sorry. You're dating a woman. Why don't you just get a new boyfriend? What do you mean? Is he waiting for you to text him the surprise date plan? What do you mean? I can't even fathom that. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Definitely get a man, because what? Yeah, right. Let's see here. I'm my Valentine. Okay, yeah, fine. Date yourself. Yeah, if your boyfriend hasn't set up a Valentine's date for you, just go forget the boyfriend. You don't have a boyfriend, so you might as well set your own Valentine's and have a Galentine's Day or something. Call your girlfriends up. Y'all go out there and do your own thing, because it doesn't sound like you have a boyfriend to me at all. And if he calls you all upset, like you're not, like, where are you going? Why aren't you coming over? It's like, what do you mean? You didn't plan this shit. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm out with my gals. All right. Okay, hang on a second. D. Paula says, I can't believe I let my man that's 17 years older than me move in with me, and he barely contributes to bills. Paula, what do you mean? Are you under a spell right now? What kind of charity is this? Because there needs to be a mutual benefit. Okay? And maybe you're deep in the dick sand too. Up to your eyebrows in dick sand. But if not, there needs to be a mutual benefit. Did he trick you? Are you hypnotized? Wake up. That wake you up? Wake up. Snap out of it. Mutual benefit. All right? Being with you should be beneficial to you, and you being with him should be beneficial to him. That sounds hella lopsided. Why you put yourself in that position? And by the way, do you think it gets better later? 99% of the time, it's not better later, it's worse later. You support a man now, you're going to be supporting him later. You're going to be supporting him 10 years from now, you're going to be supporting him 20 years from now. And guess what? He's not even going to appreciate it. He's going to just resent you and blame you for all of his own failures. You're the one who held him back. Even after you paid for the roof over his head, the bed that he sleeps in, and paid for all the bills and all the groceries, and supported his stupid ass dreams. And you're going to do all those things, half-baked dreams, I should say. You're going to do all those things, and he's going to end up blaming you anyways. What was all that for? He better be Mr. Well Endowed or something, because I just don't understand if it's not mutually beneficial. Because even that gets old too. Maybe not, but it gets old enough. All right. So listen, you're gonna end up hating that dude, and he's gonna end up hating you back. Because he's got his, just like with all men that don't make enough money and blame women for wanting too much, they just simply are frustrated with their own inadequacies and they project that onto you. That's just how this always goes. They're mad at themselves for not being the multimillionaires that they always imagined themselves to be one day. And then since the reality smacks them in the face because they have bad habits, they're just going to say that you held them back. You're not doing men any favors by paying their bills, I promise. So if you're letting them move in with you or whatever, you're not strengthening him. You're certainly not supporting him. He needs to suffer in the wilderness to make a man out of himself and build his own little castle, not just set up shop in your little apartment, because you're going to just be paying for his shit and his life, and then he's just going to hate you anyways. Do you guys get it? You're going to hate each other because you're not going to respect them. It's going to cause a lot of fights. It's just going to be that's the recipe. It's literally the formula. So, you're not helping them. You're hurting them. And ultimately, you're hurting yourself. And if it's not mutually beneficial, then what was all this for? What was this for? Was this? I have no idea. It's just a straight up L. That's it. What benefit should a woman bring? You're not, like I just said, you're not benefiting them. You're not benefiting them by paying for them financially. That's what happens. Men need to suffer. They have to figure it out because it's hard on men. It's hard on all of us. We have to figure out a way to make something of ourselves, and it's painful in the process. And if you mitigate that pain and soften it, sometimes you shield them from realities that they must face. And oftentimes those are personal character flaws that they need to look in the mirror, be honest, and face head on. And most people don't hit rock bottom or close enough to even have that self-actualization. And if you come in and soften the blow for them, it's not going to help them unlock their potential. Do you guys understand? You can't nurture them into a success. It gets forged in fucking fire, and it's carved out of marble, and it's hard, and it's never ending. And to make a success of yourself is the characteristics it takes and the habits that it takes, and you're fighting on all sides, and everybody wants a piece of you from every angle, every day, and you're hit with bullshit constantly. That's what it takes for success. And if you come in and just soften them and protect them from that shit, they're never gonna be. And then even though you think you're helping them, they're just gonna hate you for ultimately holding them back. And they're not even gonna have the self-awareness to put all that together for themselves. They're just gonna hate you. That's it. That's how this goes. You're not helping men by supporting them financially. You're just not. I wish I could tell every man that. You know, I used to help guys. I used to, I would teach guys dating stuff, dating advice, same shit. Most guys, they don't give a fuck about the hard work. They don't care about making money, making something of themselves. They all think they're going to be rich and famous one day. But oftentimes they just want to cheat, bypass the system, figure out a way to just say the right things to the girls to get them to like them, or trick some poor unfortunate soul into setting up shop in their life or whatever the fuck. And to be honest, I get bored of that. I get bored of just teaching guys how to set themselves up as a man to get the women that they want, because they didn't even want the real answers. And which is fucking exactly the same thing I still say to this day, which is get your money up first, but they don't listen. They just think by virtue of being a man, women should just automatically serve them. Ha! Crazy. I have grown-ass men that haven't had a job in the last 5 years walking around talking about, I'm the prize, I'm the prize. And they'll be dead ass in your passenger seat and say with a straight face, I'm the prize. What? What do you mean? Quiet down, passenger princess. You're the prize of what? Ha! To whom are you the prize? Because you're riding with me. You'll be literally driving to the restaurant. You'll hand the valet your keys, and they'll walk in there all big-chested. I'm the prize. Ha! What a man. Let's have sex. Some of y'all living like that. There's a lot of good-looking men in their 40s too. Like it don't matter. Just like with women, women age, and if they take care of themselves, they can continue to look good well into their 40s and 50s even. Like it just depends. Genetics is a big factor, but also the way you take care of yourself and your skin and your health. All of those things will affect the way you look, and then you end up. And the same thing with guys. That's why you can have guys like Brad Pitt and George Clooney can be late in their 40s and still look great, like man of the year great. You see what I'm saying? So like, and by the way, good habits like that, like health and personal hygiene and you're being well manicured in your appearance bodes to your character. And especially so if you do that as you continue to age. Because let me tell you, you know how many men and women let themselves completely go? Like after like 25, they just stop giving a shit. They'll literally tell you, I just stopped caring as much about my appearance. I just don't realize all that stuff's important, blah, blah, blah. Yes, it is. It is important. Caring about your outward appearance and is I think a reflection of yourself. I'm not saying you should change yourself, but I am saying if you don't think that your outward appearance and how and your body is and how your face is and how your hair looks and all that stuff isn't important, that bodes to your character straight up. And so as a woman, if you want to attract a man, just take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself. And then you will get offers from men that you're attracted to all the way to you're an old lady. So don't even worry about that. Okay. Okay, let's see here. I got time for one more here. Men definitely don't care if you are well put together. Yeah, well, yeah, they do. If you're a disheveled mess, little rat girl wearing the same Juicy Couture pants as yesterday, you're going to get less offers. I promise you. Don't take care of yourself and you'll get less offers. You'll still get offers from men you don't want. Duh. You can come out and you're going to get that stranger at the gas station. So, hey miss, I just saw you. You look so beautiful. You're going to get that instead. Is that what you want? Then keep on doing you, man. But if you want better options, better offers, a light beat and some dry shampoo will take you a long way. All right? Some eyeliner, change your life. Yeah, they do. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Let's see here. I get gas station pickups. Yeah. Fine. Let's see. What else we got here? Thoughts on Ash Trevino? I don't know who anybody is, guys. God. So many people to keep up with. Dating a man who pays and complains about it being too expensive. Okay. Then he might as well not pay. If he's going to complain about paying, he just might as well not. Like on the drive home from dinner, just going to act like a fucking martyr. Like, oh my God. Wow, that was so expensive. Because what does that do for you? What's that going to do? You just had dinner. You may be a little loose with a glass of wine or two. You're on the way home for Bible study or whatever. But for some reason, he's just going to die on that cross with, oh my God, dinner was so expensive. God, we could have just stayed at home. I'd have saved some money. Who is that for? What does that do? Is it going to just make the woman say, oh my God, that's so sexy. I can't wait. I can't wait till we get home. Let's do it now. Is that what's going to happen? Or is it going to be like, oh, well, you didn't have to take me out. I'm so sorry. And now I just feel guilty and feel bad about myself for even existing. What's going to happen? Jump your bones or feel guilty for even fucking existing at all. And how that's not obvious blows my mind. Nothing's a bigger turn on than to demonstrate how much of a cheapskate you are. Perfect. Great. So sexy. How anybody thinks that's... What, are you going to get the money back by complaining? Is he going to send you a Venmo request? Is he complaining because he thinks he's going to get a Venmo? And do you give him a Venmo? You're going to get a Venmo request for dinner. He's going to pay with his card, but he's going to ask you for Venmo after the fact, after when nobody's looking. Perfect. That's the kind of man every woman wants. And how that's not so painfully obvious blows my mind. Even if you are going to give him a Venmo, he doesn't have to complain about it. You know what I'm saying? Does he really need to? The notification from Venmo is painful enough. Does he also need to just pour salt in the wound by complaining the whole time too? But y'all dating him. That's what you picked. That's what you wanted. So make your bed and lie in it, Susan. That's your choice. Oh, man. Okay. Anyways, that's my show, folks. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We will see you again next time. Follow me on Instagram for updates. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks again, guys, for being here. It's always fun. See you next time. Bye-bye.